Good afternoon. This is Mdad Rahman, Executive Editor for LondonBangla Bilingual Free Weekly. Today I'm going to interview Councillor Shiria Khatun. Councillor Shiria Khatun is Labour mayoral candidate and the councillor for East India and Lansbury Ward. Thank you for your time, Councillor Khatun.
Thank you very much.
Just a few very quick questions. Everybody is aware now that you're the Labour Party mayoral candidate, and we're awaiting a decision very soon from your party with regards to yourself standing as hopefully the mayor of Tower Hamlets. Now, the first question I would like to ask you, just to get a feeling for the state of play, is please can you describe Tower Hamlets in a few words?
Let me just clarify one thing. The shortlisting decision has already been made, and it's been made clear to all the Labour Party members in Tower Hamlets. A letter has gone out with my name and my two comrades' names on it, so the shortlisting has been done. It's clear. I am one of the three candidates. The way to describe Tower Hamlets is my home. I am passionate about Tower Hamlets. I have grown up in Tower Hamlets, even though I was born in Birmingham, but raised and educated here in Tower Hamlets. My children are being educated in state schools in Tower Hamlets. This is my home. This is a wonderfully diverse borough. We are rich. When I say rich, we are rich in cultural diversity. No other boroughs in the UK can actually claim that. We can. It's a wonderful borough to call my home.
Why should people vote for Shiria Khatun as mayor of Tower Hamlets?
Many reasons. One of them being, you mentioned Ken Livingstone earlier on. I was the first Muslim female advisor to Ken Livingstone on Transport for London. Now, how many other people can claim that? Not many. None. No one can claim that they were his first ever female Muslim advisor. That has given me political clout, political experience that spans beyond Tower Hamlets. I have got London-wide political experience, up-to-date London-wide political experience, which is vitally important to have for the mayor of Tower Hamlets. If you do not have that London-wide experience, how are you going to argue in London councils for financial resources for Tower Hamlets? You're not going to be able to do that unless you have that networking experience, unless you already have those connections, which I do.
The role of mayor of Tower Hamlets, or mayor of any borough, you name in the country, is an extremely demanding role. One that requires a lot of expertise, a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience. How would one go ahead with dealing with the complexities of such a role?
Well, I am a grassroots person. I'm a grassroots political activist. I started on the other side of the fence campaigning for social justice for children when I was working for the Children's Society and many other charities in Tower Hamlets. I was campaigning to change policies on the other side of the fence. I am now on this side of the fence changing policies. When I was elected in 2006, I was elected onto a scrutiny position, and this is where you get to learn about the complexities of a major council like Tower Hamlets, how policies are rejuvenated, how they are polished, how they are made. Unless you go through that system, you're not going to be able to understand how it all works. So through scrutiny, I then went on to cabinet. I am currently the cabinet member for one of the biggest and most challenging portfolios, Children's Services. I manage a fund, a budget of £400 million. So therefore I have that experience, I have that up-to-date experience that's needed to run a council like Tower Hamlets.
What are your ideas regarding unification? What I mean is unifying different thoughts and segments of the borough, trying to bring the people together, as the council would like to say, one Tower Hamlets.
Absolutely. I firmly believe that this is a borough that is a transitional borough. We've always had new emerging communities coming in and moving out, but the Bangladeshi community has stayed focused. This is where they call their home, other than Bangladesh. For me, what's important is we have lots of facilities here, lots of resources to unify, to unite people. We have the Interfaith Forum, which I don't think any other borough can say that they have. They may do, but I've not heard of it. I would like to utilise the Interfaith Forum more. If you look at my mayoral CV, you will see a picture of me and the chair of the Interfaith Forum working together. This is something I have been doing before being elected as a councillor, and I'm still doing. I think it's really important to reach out to the diverse communities. It's also important, the other thing, Emdad, is remember we've never ever had a leader from the east side of the borough. We actually, yes we did, we had one leader, Julia Mainwaring. She was the leader of the council from the east side of the borough, but she was only there for a year. So it's really important that the people from the east side of the borough feel that they are not being neglected, that resources are being pumped to them equally. So for me, being from the east side of the borough, living and representing the east side of the borough, but working in the west side of the borough, I can actually unify. I can unify both the two regions, I call it, in Tower Hamlets. It's really important to bridge the gap between the east and the west. It's important to work with the faith organisations. It's important to work with the voluntary organisations, which I am already doing. I work for the voluntary sector as an employment specialist for a mental health charity. So I understand these issues. I am someone who has actually come through the grassroots system, so who better than me to understand how to connect with the people of Tower Hamlets?
Thank you. Got a two-pronged question here. Part A is, does Tower Hamlets need a mayor? And B, does Tower Hamlets need a competent mayor stroke Bangladeshi mayor?
Well, so far in London we have a mayor in Newham, a mayor in Lewisham and a mayor in Hackney. The people of Tower Hamlets have spoken through a referendum. That referendum came as an overwhelming yes, which means that yes, they do want a mayor. The question about does Tower Hamlet deserve a competent mayor? Of course it does. We deserve a competent mayor, and who better than me, the former advisor to the former London Mayor Ken Livingstone, to be the Tower Hamlets mayor. I have that credibility, I have that clout. I also have that sound financial experience. Come on, you're going to be running a borough. The budget in itself is £1.2 billion to run Tower Hamlets Council. As a trustee of the London Pension Fund Authority, I manage a fund of £3.8 billion. So look at the differences between the two. I have got that up-to-date, extensive, sound financial experience which a competent mayor needs to have. So if you talk about competencies, if you talk about up-to-date political skills, knowledge of the borough, I am the people's candidate. I am the one that possesses those skills and criteria to be the mayor of Tower Hamlets.
If you become voted in as Tower Hamlets mayor, how would you be looking to work with your colleagues in the council and various politicians from opposition parties within such a role?
The executive mayor has overwhelming powers, as you know. It's very different to being the leader of the council. You have executive powers. You can decide who you want to work with. My style of leadership is going to be different from other mayors. I want to work in collaboration and in partnership with my fellow councillors, my fellow cabinet members. So therefore, I will not be making decisions alone. I will be making decisions in collaboration with my cabinet colleagues. I will be reaching out to the opposition parties as well to get their views and see what their thoughts are on policies and so forth. It doesn't mean to say we will always agree with the opposition parties, but I will reach out to them.
Thank you very much. Councillor Khatun is a female candidate. She's just been re-elected as a Labour councillor by the people of a ward. The people of Tower Hamlets have unanimously voted her in again to serve them as a councillor for the further 4 years. She's also served as an advisor to ex-Mayor Ken Livingstone, which would stand her in very good stead as well. She's been in frontline politics for a very, very long time. You know, you can read about her being involved in politics since her youth, from the age of 11. Diversity is the strength in Tower Hamlets, and there is definitely a place for people like Shiria Khatun to take politics forward in Tower Hamlets. Thank you.